Hey, we're back again. How you doing? Just had a nice Easter break. Just 4 days of doing nothing. Did you eat a lot of Easter eggs? I ate none. Right, so today I'm going to show you how to get rid of some of this excess rubbish. So this is the lovely walnut bow that I'm doing for my great friend. Nice bit of black pigment. There we go. So I'm just going to knock these edges off, clean that up, and you'll be able to see what difference it makes. Didn't actually make that much of a mess, which is really surprising because as you can imagine, black gets everywhere. Okay, so back to the Heath Robinson sander. Just have a little look there, just so you can see. I have got it all fixed up. We have got extraction, as we're working with fibreglass, which is a horrible stuff to work with. It's really itchy. So there. Ooh. Oh. Number off. And there you go, you can see it's coming up nicely already. You can really see how thin that veneer is. You maybe maybe 1.5 millimeters thick. So I'll keep going. I'm going to take this all the way up to here. This other side's got a little bit more overlap, so I'm going to leave you there. We'll come back to you, and then yeah, I'll sand it off, and then you can see. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. So, I've done this limb already. Lovely bit of black. It's got a nice little edge along there. Not bad, not bad. Quite pleased with that. Now the trick to using the sander on this is do not press too hard. Literally just let the weight of the bow resting on it. Take it off. Just real smooth action, because otherwise you're going to take down the width, it'll be unevenly tillered, then you will have problems. Okay. So we've just got a little bit more to do on this one. I'll just do another couple of passes and then yeah, crack on with the next bit. Doggly doggly. There we go. Pretty clean. It's got a couple of little bits on the edges of these, but I'll be able to knock most of that off with sandpaper anyway. It's got these little islands. Little dark black islands. So rather than use a belt sander, I'm going to use a chisel and just gently shave it away, and then sand off the very last remaining excess. So I'm going to go and get the chisels and we'll do that. Cool. Oh, okay, so I'm just ever so gently scraping these off. Got to be really careful that I don't want to take too much wood off along with the resin, because obviously the bow's already been tillered to a certain depth, a certain weight. Oh, a nice chunk come off then. Happy days. Just keep on scraping. I'm going to try and just take the resin. Take any wood, and obviously it'll have to be re-tillered, which it'll probably have to be checked a few times anyway. The fiberglass will have added a lot of draw weight to it. Oh, that's a chunk. There we go. Chip off. Just being as delicate as I can, because I'm a ham-fisted fool. Nice little movement. There we go. Oh, they're coming up nice. Well, that should do for that one. That should just need a sand. And we've also, I don't know if you can see it. So right on the end there, we have our nocks cut in. So this is cut around 45 degrees. It's about 1/8 of an inch deep. This is about 12mm wide here. So they're just a bit clogged up. So I'm going to unclog those, tidy this spiky sharp stuff off, and then maybe put a string on it. I shouldn't really string it yet, because fiberglass has only been on here since a few days ago. I think I did it Thursday, something like that. Now ideally, if you was to make a surfboard, which is what this fiberglass resin and backing is from, they would have to let the board cure for at least a couple of weeks before you used it, because otherwise it would snap so easy. Now this won't snap, but what will happen is the fibres will flex through the resin and they'll sort of pull themselves back. If you imagine the front of this being really taut when you bend it, it's like pulling a bit of string really tight. Now ultimately you can get a little bit of slippage. Now it shouldn't happen because the resin's well cured, but just to be sure, you know. It's such a pleasurable thing to do, but it's so easy to mess up. The slightest little wrong detail, sand in the wrong sort of place, or anything. So many different variables. Anything can screw your bow up, so be really careful. Can't state that enough. Okay, so what are we looking for? A little bowstring file. So these are tiny little files, 1/8 of an inch. So we'll give that a go. Oh, I've actually got a little smaller one there, so then the string knock going with the fiberglass. So you're pressing down on the forward stroke, not on the backward stroke. If you do it on the backward stroke, you're going to drag some of this fiberglass cloth off probably. So just nice little movement. The fiberglass doesn't make things easy to work with, because you've got two different hardnesses. So the wood will want to disappear quicker than what the fiberglass will. So again, be slow, be careful. Right. go. Now you must knock the edges off of these, because this is fiberglass. If you leave a tiny little edge on there and the string presses on it, fiberglass gets really sharp, like ridiculously sharp. So you've got a tiny little burr, you put a string on it, go to draw your string back, catches on one of those, can snap, the bow can then snap and fail, and then all your hard work's been wasted. So again, another way you can screw a bow up. There's millions and millions of them. You can have bad wood, you can have a bad carpenter, just, yeah, heavy with the tools, you name it. Okay, so that's coming up nice. Even knob. Got a bit of an edge there, I don't want that. Knock this dirty old ropey stuff off. Again on the down, not on the up. It's much better on the down. There we go, just taking the edges off it. Rounding her off. And there you go. So that's not going to stay like that. I'm thinking about putting a little bit of maybe red deer antler, or maybe a bit of white wood, or purple ash, or purple heart, sorry, or a bit of ash. Not quite sure yet, but I think a little overlay on that tip will just finishing it off nicely. So there you go. Okay, I'll do the other limb, and then I'll come back to when it's ready to be tillered again. Okay. Peace out!